it can be the best in the world, but then if you don't have Jesus, if you don't know where you're going in eternity, it's like it's for nothing. If you don't know how to be kind to people, you don't know how to be good to people, being generous to people. And once again, it's a process, right? But if you don't know these things or trying to be a better person, then what's it for? If you're gonna learn this stuff I'm showing you, and then I'm gonna just show this on somebody, I'm gonna wait for an opportunity to hit somebody or just be a bully. I know how to do this. If you don't, I know you don't. So I'm gonna take advantage of your weakness. You don't want to be like that. You want to be a type of person that I have all this strength, I have this confidence, I have this courage, but I want to use it for good. I don't want to use it for bad. So with that being said, I just want to just end on, just give a little message. I don't want to take too much more time, but I want to talk about Ephesians 6 in the Bible. I use on my Bible app on the phone. It talks about the whole armor of God. We're doing something that's physical. We don't have any physical armor. We're not putting stuff on. We have a shirt. We have a shorts on. We're not putting on armor. We don't have any gear on, but we do. Our bodies are like armor. We block. We're using our body to block. This is a physical thing. But Pastor told me, it's probably about 4 years ago. 4 years ago, I heard this. For everything in the natural, there's a supernatural correlation. Okay, so there's a spiritual sense. There's it's something we can't see. And you have that faith to believe it. But Paul talks about it in the Bible in Ephesians. He says, "Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of His might. Put on the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil." There's a real enemy. I believe there's two rule number ones in combat sports. Rule number one is never underestimate your opponent. There's another rule number one is protect yourself at all times. So what Paul's talking about is protecting yourself at all times in the spiritual sense. Okay, so put on the whole armor of God that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Don't underestimate your opponent. Okay, so for we do not wrestle against flesh and blood. We're in here wrestling physically against an opponent, against a training partner, so we can maybe use in competition, or God forbid it happens in the streets, and we know what to do. That's fine. But we're doing a physical thing. But Paul's talking about a spiritual armor that we're putting on and fighting in the spirit. Okay, so for we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this age, against spiritual hosts of wickedness in heavenly places. Therefore, take up the whole armor of God, that you may be able to withstand the evil day, and having done all to stand. And the evil day is any temptation that you have, temptation or just something coming against you, or you're going through a hard time in your life. That's an evil day. So we put on the whole armor of God to protect ourselves from that, so we can be strong to overcome it. Okay. Stand therefore, girding your waist with truth. Okay, waist with truth. Having put on the breastplate of righteousness. Okay, protecting your chest, and having shod your feet with the preparation of the gospel of peace. That's the shoes. That's the boots that we put on. Okay. Above all, taking the shield of faith. You want to have the shield of faith with which you will be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked one, and taking the helmet of salvation, which is a helmet of salvation, and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, being watchful to the end with all perseverance and supplication for all the saints, and for me, that utterance may be given to me, that I may open my mouth boldly to make known the mystery of the gospel, for which I am an ambassador in chains, that in it I may speak boldly as I ought to speak. Okay, so we're just do one more thing before we take pictures or whatever. But I want to practice that, and I don't know everyone's faith. Sometimes coming to a kingdom warrior, this is I'm thinking, okay, we can share the light of Christ, we can shine the light of Christ, we can talk about godly things. So I just assume everybody's a Christian, but that might not be the case. Okay, but I do want to do practice something. We're all gonna stand up. We're all gonna stand up. We're gonna, if you want to participate, we're gonna put on the whole armor of God. Okay, in a spiritual sense, but in a physical way as well. Okay, so I start from the top down. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna show it to you first, and then we'll all do it. The helmet of salvation, we're gonna put the helmet on. Okay, helmet of salvation. We're gonna put the breastplate of righteousness on, and we're gonna go to the shield of faith. Okay, and then we're gonna do the belt of truth. We're gonna put that on, and then we do the gospel of peace with the shoes. We're gonna do that, and then last but not least, we're gonna go to the sword of the Spirit like that. Yeah, everybody got that? You ready to do it? Yeah. Okay, all right, let's do it. Okay, Let's go. And I'll say it. You know what? That's great. So let's go. Helmet of salvation. Breastplate of righteousness. Shield of faith. Belt of truth. Gospel of peace. Sword of the Spirit. Alright. We're going to do it one more time, and then we're all going to say sword of the Spirit at the end, okay? Okay, let's go. Alright. Helmet of salvation. Breastplate of righteousness. Shield of faith. Belt of truth. Gospel of peace. Sword of the Spirit. Alright. Perfect.
Yeah!
Let's do it like a breakdown.